Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Scales of the Soul. I appreciate you being here. We are going to do a live reading tonight of messages from your spiritual team. It's kind of been coming up quite a bit lately in my Wake in Reality. The conversation about your spiritual connection, your divine posse, if you will. Your spiritual gang. So yeah, they wanted to kind of come through with a message to the collective that tunes into this. So I appreciate you guys being here. If you want to book a personal reading, you can click the link down below in my description box. And yeah, feel free to check out my website, scalesofthesoul.com. Look around. That's where I offer my readings and other healing modalities. So see if anything sparks your interest. So let's get into it, guys. Thanks for being on. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. We are going to start. You know what? No, we're going to start with the animals. We're going to start with tarot. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the Crow Tarot. See what messages the animals of this physical realm have to bring into you, because animals are major messengers. They are our communicators through the spirit realm. So pay attention to certain animals that may cross your path, that may be, not something that you see on the constant. Those are typically some sort of spiritual messenger for you. So paying attention to those things. I had a praying mantis come out yesterday. Those things are so interesting. I love praying mantis. Which way do we go? Okay. We got King of Cups. Standing in your nobility. I'm hearing be a shark. Queen of Wands in reverse. That's too many. We'll take you. Okay. So we're already getting the duality of the divine masculine and divine feminine aspects of self. We have the Three of Pentacles here. We get a couple more. You got strong Leo energy coming through. So perhaps you may be a Leo, or somebody in your inner circle may be a Leo, or perhaps you may have some sort of a kind of spiritual awakening in this Leo season. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my cat's going off in the background. So we already got our animals speaking through. Yeah, Leo season may be a grand awakening for you. Yeah, you're coming out of a lot of challenge, stepping into new transformation of your emotional body. You're like learning how to balance and harness your emotional capacity to release the sort of intellectual challenging mindset. Any sort of, I'm hearing self-limiting thoughts, beliefs that were holding you down no longer have that power. You're having this new, fresh beginning with this Page of Cups here. You're kind of reconnecting again to that. Almost, the Page of Cups kind of almost reminds me of the Fool energy. So like a very new beginning, a fresh start. The Page of Cups is also kind of like the jokester a little bit. It's a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more fun type of energy. Having the ability to kind of laugh through challenge, keeping that grace, that just kind of innocence, like reattaching to that. It's interesting. This always reminds me of, it looks like a killer whale, but it always reminds me of like Free Willy. So whether that means, freeing the willy, the sexual energy, or that just simply means now they're showing me the black and white of the killer whale, that yin yang type of energy, harnessing the balance between your divine feminine and divine masculine aspects of self. I feel like a lot of you now, you're coming more into the balance of harnessing your emotions, having the ability to kind of have humility through challenge and understanding your emotions even deeper, but standing proud on your throne, standing proud in your power, standing proud in kind of all the work that you've been doing. Knowing that it wasn't for nothing, knowing that it was for good, that it was for your highest benefit. This Queen of Wands in reverse is for me, it's really kind of taming that sort of inner beast and using it, like alchemizing it and changing, like they're literally showing me like a radio, changing the frequency of it to a better channel in which it's that's really interesting. They're playing like a scratched record and it's like spinning backwards to like this really beautiful harmonic tone, right? So finding harmony in sort of mm, the inner voice, the inner critic, finding harmony within that, and harnessing just a different silent power. It's like you don't have to really express yourself or your power or claim your voice. It's just something that you innately are emanating now and putting out into the world. And then at the center, we have this Three of Pentacles here. That's like a community. It's working with other people. It's the ability to also share your abundance, share your wins with other people, and keeping that sort of contagious influence, that contagious energy with others. Let's get some more on this. Let me get some clarity on the King of Cups here, Spirit. How can the collective, the viewers that are tuned in, harness more of this King of Cups energy here? Knight of Swords. Yeah. Taking action with clarity of mind. Swift, fast, directed action with very clear precision to what it is that you want to call in, what you want to harness, what direction you want to go. They're showing me almost that's interesting. They're showing me like cloudy eyes and then transitioning into like full clarity where you can see the pupils, you can see the iris, like everything in clear detail once again. So your visions are really starting to clear up. Your directive is really starting to clear up. And again, it's like you're no longer being influenced by challenging aspects of life, and you're now being the proactive leader in your own story. Harnessing the pen and writing the pages, creating the chapters, making them come together. What else? Okay. Okay. I was going to ask about this Queen of Wands, but you didn't even give me a chance here, Spirit. So let's go. We have the Two of Wands. Yeah, it's like you had a choice. You always have a choice. You have the choice between letting the flames destroy you, the flames of destruction destroy you, or warm you and guide you. And you're on this turning precipice right now of allowing that light to be your guide, allowing the power and the chaos of fire to light your way, to lead you on your path to your highest, serving good. Let me turn that down. There we go. All right. What about this Three of Pentacles here, Spirit? What is this kind of group effort, this group mentality? Oh, we got two. Okay. We got the Lovers. And we got the Four of Pentacles. Interesting energy. Very interesting energy. Huh. So in partnerships, be careful not to hold too tightly on physicality. Hold too tightly on the things that you value. Like don't put up boundaries are healthy. Okay? Boundaries are so healthy, but don't put up walls so high that your standards will never be met. It's good to have protection of self, but your lessons and everything that you've gone through are now these valuable, it's almost like this valuable monetary aspect of yourself that you can now move forward with in partnership. But don't clench your pentacles too close to your heart, right? Keep an open flow. Allow that open heart space. Allow yourself to find real true connection, but don't clench too hard on that heart space, or things that bound you too much to monetary status, or that's really interesting. This is such an interesting energy right here. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, just don't bind yourself too tight to any one aspect of your earthly value. Um, be open. Be open to this community. Perhaps even for some of you, this may be a new love coming in, and you may meet in a community setting, in a group setting. So be open to try new things. Be open to, have new experiences. Go do, pick up a new hobby. Go take a class or something like that. I feel like for quite a few of you, there's this new love, this new connection that's wanting to come in, that's rolling on in because you have harnessed the balance of your divine feminine and masculine aspects of self. That's amazing. We love that. What's this one that's stuck? You got the Seven of Pentacles with the Page of Cups here, but it was in reverse. Again, the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you are nesting all of your energy, right? You're protecting all that you've learned, all that you've gained, and only sharing one aspect of self, which isn't a bad thing. Okay. Um, it's having this novice type of energy, this willingness to take a leap of faith, and just know that like you don't have to immediately share all parts of yourself with somebody, whether that be platonic or romantic, whatever it may be. Don't force and, expose every aspect of yourself right off the bat. The fun part is the process of getting to know somebody. The fun part is like understanding where somebody came from. So, share it leaves a little bit of mystery, more to discover, more to understand. So, share little by little of the things that you value, like have that solid foundation of your values, right? Core values, but share little by little. Don't expose everything all at once. What is this Ten of Swords in reverse, Spirit? Let me get a little clarity on that, please. I appreciate you guys hopping on. Thanks for being here. If you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe. We got the Page of Pentacles. Cool. All right. Yeah. Again, we got a couple of pages here. We got new ideas, new beginnings, taking things from a kind of more nuanced, I guess, perspective. Taking your new emotional beginning and your new valued sense of self and having the ability to harness both of those in order to move forward to the next process of your life. For some of you, this may even be a new beginning in a job sense. You may be getting a new job. You may be starting a new business. Something is about to begin. Like the wheel is turning forward in your financial endeavors. So that's about to start over. All right, let's go. Now we're going to go angels here. Let's see what the angels have to say for you guys. All right. Angelic team, what do you have to share with the collective here? We got the God, the King of Heaven, Ace of Cups. Here we go. Another new beginning here. Ace of Cups. I'm telling you, that's that new lover, that new love connection coming in. Rejuvenation, obtains the mercy of God, and gives long life. Yeah, see, he's holding this one cup here. And that kind of also reminds me of this Seven of Pentacles here. Let me show you. It's just like, it's that one pentacle being exposed while you're sitting on all the rest of this beautiful gold that you have to offer. But it is, this very new beginning aspect, this new perspective, this new way of harnessing your energy. Valuing that. New cycles are so powerful. All right, what else do we have here? Spirit. What other angels would like to come forward for the collective here? Judgment. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to say this. If somebody has been playing in your energy incorrectly, there is karmic justice and judgment being served. So if somebody has been doing wrong to you, there is definitely your spiritual team is taking care of business. Righting the wrongs, moving forward. Judgment's a strong energy. It's a very strong energy. But judgment is served when it's necessary for the element of growth, when it's necessary for the elevation of a spirit, of a soul. And I say this all the time as well, you know, sometimes people, places, things are removed from your life for a reason, to protect you. So if there was an abrupt ending in some form of your life, whether that be with people, a job, you know, something that you were into suddenly was removed from your life, there was a reason for it. All right. What else, angels? What do we have to say? We got 7 of Wands. We got a lot of 7 energy here. Yeah. Liberation, deliverance from enemies. There we go. Both visible and invisible. So again, your spiritual team is working behind the scenes, and that's a really interesting image. So they just showed me, you know, those like claw machines at like video arcades or whatever. They literally just showed me like a claw machine plucking certain things out of your life and dropping it away from you. So in turn, you know, higher alignments can come into your energy, into your space. That's pretty cool. We love that. And again, taking care of business, taking care of any sort of negative, stagnant energies that don't belong in your energetic field. All right. What else do you have to say, angels? And 7 is a number of wisdom, numerically, in numerology. It's a number of wisdom. It's the connection to the metaphysical, to the esoteric realms. The Magician. Heck yeah. Spiritual wisdom, magic. There we go. So again, alchemizing in the spiritual realm. Gaining wisdom, hidden secrets. I think it was on a live. I don't know. It was either a live or recorded that I did this week. I don't remember. But for some of you that tune in, there is a massive spiritual awakening that is going to come in very strongly and very fastly. Fast for you. So things are about to shift. You may even already be feeling that turning of the tides, that clock spinning forward. It's almost like this vortex energy in some ways. Yeah, you're quite literally being turned in the wheel. They're showing me, I talk about them as well quite often, but the seraphim and the ophanim, which are the biblical hierarchy of angels. And the ophanim are the ones that look like these wheels, basically, and they are almost a chariot for the cherubim, for the angels that work directly with God's order. So the ophanim are the actual vehicle moving them forward. They are the chariot. So this magician type energy that is coming into your world is moving with a quickness. It is in full forward, for fast motion. Changes will be happening very quickly in your life for the positive, because you have withstood the karmas, because you have chosen to look at things from the hierarchy, from a higher perspective, right? Choosing not to stay in the darkness, I guess. We got 8 of Pentacles and 9 of Swords. Yeah. This is about intellect, about knowledge, about gaining spiritual teacher, spiritual wisdom. And then we also have like this purification. Nine of Swords. We have this Ten of Swords in reverse right here. And this Nine of Swords kind of it's about like rest. It's about the ability to introspect, the ability to take the pause, the ability to silence the ego mind and just tap into the higher self, the higher realms. That's where a lot of your connection and messages will come through from your spiritual team, especially with this magician energy we have here, moving into this Eight of Pentacles here, providing the knowledge, receiving the downloads, receiving the signs, synchronicities, the messages. So pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to things that perhaps seem repetitive or coincidental. I don't believe in coincidence. There is no coincidence. Things happen for a specific reason. So if there's some form of a pattern happening in your life, or some sort of an imagery or a symbol or a name, even a song, pay attention when those things happen. It's not by coincidence. Those are very clear messages from your spiritual team to pay attention, to tune in, to be present. Listen. The guidance is always there. Let's see. Should we go Mystic Martians? Yeah, let's do some Mystic Martians and then we'll get into the star seeds. We're just tapping into all the spiritual team of all realms. But yeah, guys, in the comments, let me know how this is resonating for you. Have you had any sort of wild signs or synchronicities that are happening that you feel like are odd or repetitive? Let me know. I get them a lot. There's certain correlations to certain people or energies or experiences. And then suddenly it's like, I know that experience is meant to be in my life, or that person is thinking about me, or, they're going to call, like those types of synchronicities where somebody may pop in your mind out of nowhere. And then all of a sudden moments or, days later or something, soon thereafter, that person suddenly reaches out, right? No coincidence. That's the energy exchange. The web of light. All right, let's see. What do the Martians have to say here? Let's get into some mysticism of the alien realm. Golden ratio. Here we go. We got patterns. Patterns, beauty, nature. The golden ratio is everywhere in nature when we pay attention to it. Tapping into those patterns, paying attention. They show up for a reason. Pattern recognition, that's what a lot of life is. It's kind of how you begin to learn the discernment of knowing whether or not you're on the correct path. Paying attention. Paying attention to those spiritual patterns. Let's see. We got the Lyran, strength, courage, bravery. I love that. Yeah, this goes, and it's right over this Queen of Wands here. This Leo energy that I was saying, like harnessing the balance of your inner strength and not using it as not fear, but like using it as a intimidation factor. Just it's a silent power that you harness and that you just radiate now, you emanate. That's the type of energy that the Lyrans bring. So they want you to stand in that, stand in your courageous essence, stand in your power. Because the more that you choose to stand in that power, the more it begins to attract like-minded souls. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the comments. Shout out to the spiritual team. All my beautiful creators. We also have the number 11. 11 is the master number. That's really standing out to me right now. 1111 may be a big thing for a lot of you. Definitely is for me. That's one of my synchronicities. you begin to notice that ascension happens. It's also interesting too, because this Lyran card, he kind of almost looks sort of lion-like, right? He's got a very type of lioness beast face. So harnessing that inner beast within. What else? And all this sacred geometry too kind of pivots to this golden ratio. Illuminates on that. Let's see. Let's see. Tau sentience. We got resilient, bold, sassy. Yeah. That boldness. That's a great word. Great word for this Queen of Wands in reverse energy. Being bold, but having that resilience to not allow challenges along your way to take you down, take you out, shackle you. You know, paying attention. Yeah, I hear you on the 5D communication. You know, sometimes that's what connections are. Sometimes we're only meant to connect with certain people, spirits through the 5D realm. You know, we also have to be able to have the willingness to accept that. It's hard sometimes, especially when you have such a strong connection with somebody. But there is that inner knowing and that beautiful communication, though it may not be in this physical reality for some people. Sorry, guys, I'm reading the comments. You know, sometimes the 5D is more prominent and more valuable and more loud, and that's okay. I know it's hard in this 3D, you know, in our mind to contemplate why you don't have that physical connection here. However, you do have it in the 5D. And so listening to those downloads, to those feelings, and just holding that sacred union that you do hold within the 5th dimension. All right, what else do the Mystic Martians have to say here? Water, yeah, reflection, kindness, compassion. Water is the emotional element, the ability to have flow, the ability to allow the vastness of the water to allow you to explore through it. And kindness and compassion. You know, it's having this strength, this resilience, and this compassion, walking forward with that type of energy. Harnessing that. That's an interesting message. For some of you, like something had to metaphorically die within your energy field. And that goes back to the protection, to this kind of 4 of Cups. Like some old thought pattern had to die. I don't know. Spirit said, go swimming with the fishes. So something had to metaphorically die in order for this real freedom, this real strength, this real courage to come forward. Yeah, and here we go. That's probably what it was. The reptilians. Predator. Survival. Reptilians are not the kindest of energies. So in that metaphorical sense, there was something that was in your energy field that was not reflecting you to your highest power, to your highest good. So that was removed from your life for good reason. For good reason, again. Let's see. Do we want to do animal cards or do we want to do Lumeria? I'm feeling pulled to Lumeria. Yeah, we'll go here. We'll go here. Let's see. Surrender. Okay, that was the first one. That's way too many. Well, you know what? I'm just going to take them all. They all popped out. Let's go. So we got surrender. This is kind of really giving me this golden ratio mirror right here, right? You see the two together? Very kind of similar energies, that mirroring, that pattern. the ability to have flexibility, to be able to bend and mend your mind state. We have the ability to bend our reality, bend light. It just depends on how you choose to perceive your reality. And you can change that. You can manifest. Quantum manifestation, I also talk about a lot. Creating the reality that you do want, focusing on that intention, focusing on that perspective of the reality that you do want. Feeling it, seeing it, immersing in it as if it does already exist. Changing the language to meet that. Trusting that we can achieve more. Let's see. By loosening control can take great courage. Sometimes the most constructive way forward is to stop forcing things into being rather than allowing, inviting, and drawing a project into being. The energy here is a frustration, as if you are pushing something heavy up a mountain in gravity or flow. What did I just talk about with water? Don't seem to be on your side. Use this awareness as a guide when you start to detour from your path. When control is released, so too is resistance. Loosen your hold. That's what this, again, goes back to this Four of Pentacles. Loosening that control. Loosening your hold on the reins and know that the universe will catch you. Trust. Let the great mysteries reveal themselves. There we go. It's been a pattern on this one, right? Okay, what do we have here? Root chakra. Getting grounded. Staying in that center. Got very root chakra energy here. Transformation, that butterfly. This image speaks of finding home within yourself, a sense of deep inner peace and a strong sense of grounding and being centered. Here you can fly free from the grips of survival. That's interesting because survival just came up right here. So for some of you, maybe you feel like you've been in such survival mode lately. So surrendering and just allowing the universe to fly you where you're meant to go. That's a really cool image. They're showing me basically like you floating through the cosmos. Kind of on, I don't know if you've ever seen Neverending Story, but like on not a tree, what's the dragon's name? Oh my god, I can't think of it right now. It'll come to me, but if you know it, tip it in the comments. But anyways, riding the dragon's back through the cosmos, like being completely free of any sort of earthly domain, like releasing any outcome, releasing any expectation. Okay. The image speaks of finding a home. Within yourself, a sense of deep inner peace and a strong sense of grounding. And being centered. Here you can fly free from the grips of survival into a place of thriving. There is trust, connection to community. That goes back to that Three of Pentacles there, right? And you can rely on others and joyfully understand your responsibilities in turn. You are held and have strong foundations for all aspects of life. With your guard down, you have the tools to ride the waves if you need. Everything is okay. Yeah, this is totally a repeat of the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles that I was talking about as well. Like not holding on to things too strongly, allowing beautiful things to come into your pathway. We got Earth Star Chakra initiation. Talked about this as well. Got that lotus flower, that third eye. This is giving me very crown chakra energy, that intuition. But initiations are happening for a lot of you. Like I said, this spiritual awakening, you are heightening to the next level of your connection. You're standing at a gateway into the unknown with trust in your heart. Trust is a repetitive word as well. Ancient remembering in your soul and inner illumination to light your way. You have access to the seed of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprints of who and what we are. That goes back to this golden ratio here. The place is clear and grounded despite moving through multidimensional realms, and able to bridge worlds while functioning in the physical reality. The higher you reach for the divine and the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply into earth. Yeah, that's also something that I a saying that I say often, the deeper the roots, the higher the branches reach to the heavens. So knowing that where you came from and your story are parts of what ground you and what has given you the foundation, but those are kind of underground, right? What happens from there and what matters most is how high you allow your branches to reach, where you're connecting, where you're allowing the growth to happen above ground, visible to others. Ooh, that's a cool card. Awakened awareness. That's a really neat card. There are many levels of awakening. Keep learning and putting yourself into situations where you can grow. Stay aligned with your inner guidance and do what you love to keep your vibe high. Seek not instant pleasure, but substantial and sustainable joy. Ooh, I like that. Eat healthy, keep your body active, and have life goals, but with enough space to hear the, the answers to your prayers. Find your unique way to connect to the divine inside you, not as an external seeking, but as a repetitive allowing. Be inspired to the question at hand with a different perspective. Look between the lines for deeper interpretation. Yeah, this goes back to what I was saying with quieting your ego mind, having the ability to pause and listen, and being aware and being open to the downloads, to the patterns, to, the repeat messages, song lyrics, whatever it may be for you, but paying attention to those little idiosyncrasies in your life because they're there for a reason. That's the way that your spiritual team communicates with you. That looks like Bastet. We got big feline energy here. Probably is Bastet. Oh, the portal keeper. I like it. Portals are the gateway to other layers of reality. This is what I was talking about with quantum manifesting and the 5D. We have access to these other dimensions where our possible manifestations of reality already exist in parallel universes, guys. So again, putting yourself in the mind state of and immersing yourself just in the environment of the reality in which you want to exist in, believing that it's already real. Your subconscious mind knows no different from illusion and reality. So choosing to put yourself there, your reality begins to shift to meet that timeline. All right. They can be accessed through inner practices or externally in places such as the planet's vortexes. Gently explore the edges of your existence. Spend time listening in the forest. Deepen your meditation practice. Dance yourself into ecstasy. Explore psychic tools and study new healing modalities. If you feel lacking in purpose or life seems a little mundane, remember there is never a reason to be bored. What we experience with our physical senses is just the tip of the iceberg. Magic exists where you care to find it. Look between the lines to limitless discovery. Look between the lines. That's come up twice now. So that may be something very specific for you guys. Reading between the lines. That's where the magic is. That's where the magic exists. Everything can be so black and white and like that's how we've learned reality to exist as it's only one way. But when you start looking beyond, when you start paying attention to those little nudges from the universe, those whispers, those downloads, those guidances of things that seem like a coincidence I was talking about earlier, there are no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. Whether you understand it in that moment or not, it's happening for a reason to guide you on your path to your highest good. So pay attention. Don't take everything at such face value. Look beyond. Look into the deeper aspects. All right, we're going to get a couple. We'll get a couple star seed, and then I think I'm going to close this one out. But I appreciate you guys being on here. Thank you for tuning in. Again, if this resonates, hit that like button, subscribe. I've got some other really great readings on my channel. Feel free to look around at the playlists on there. Ooh, which one just fell? But I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Yeah, for some of you, this was that balance of the divine masculine and feminine, releasing the old, surrendering, letting go of challenges, of blockages. The only person you're responsible for is yourself. We cannot control how other people perceive us or react to things. So release and let go. Surrender, trust. Portal. We had another portal. We got the portal keeper, and we got the portal opening. This is what I'm talking about, though. Like, a lot of you are about to have this radical shift of spiritual awakening. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. Take chances. Roll the dice. Do things that are outside of your comfort zone. Like I was talking about earlier, like I feel like some of you need to go get involved in a group or in a hobby, in a class type setting where you meet new people, you have new experiences, you change your day to day. The repetitive cycles keep you stuck in the repetitive cycles. So do something to shake it up. Hit that wild card. What else? Let's get two more here, Spirit. It's been a really cool reading. Thanks, guys. I just love this. The Golden Children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. I mean, we're all innately born with the gift of connection, of clairvoyance, clairsentience, all of that, the gift of connecting to our higher selves. And as we age and we come into our formative years, we start to lose attachment to that because societal influences, because responsibilities, because perspective, experience, all of the above. But we all also have the ability to reconnect into that. So again, you choose how committed and how disciplined you want to be in your spiritual connection. Again, we have like these doorways, these pathways opening up, new doors, new opportunities. All right, let's get one last one. This goes back to the Judgment card. We have I'm sorry. Like I was saying, for those of you that are still on, there was somebody that was playing in your energy and they are being karmically kind of served. Righting past wrongs, uprooting, defenselessness. I'm hearing like somebody was real humbled to the core for the way that they treated you. And I don't mean that in a negative or a bad way. It's just like that was part of their karmic lesson that they had to learn. And they are sorry. However, again, you have to use your discernment. You have to have your boundaries with people in order for your roots to strengthen. So whether or not you actually got that, I'm hearing to talk about that, whether or not you actually heard that audible I'm sorry from somebody or got that apology, know that they are and have the ability of letting go, surrendering, being okay with walking away from a certain situation that was not serving you in your highest good. Because again, your spiritual team is really, really at your side, strategizing, removing the things that don't serve you, and now bringing in the things that, because you've chosen to learn the lessons, because you've chosen to sit through the karmas and the challenges and the pain, they are now inviting in the higher aspects for you, the higher connections, the higher timelines. So that is your reading. I think I'm going to leave it here. I appreciate you guys being here. Let me know how it resonated. Hit that like button and subscribe if you feel inclined. I would really greatly appreciate it because I just want to keep connecting to all of you magical creators out there. So I appreciate you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.